Hello and welcome to the second part of this How to Create the Perfect Autumn Portrait video tutorial. In the last part we started to make our selection and just made that very quick selection all around Elizabeth and the trees there. Now in this part we're going to place in the new background image. So we're going to get that real autumnal leafy look going on in the background. So we've got our selection and all we want to do now is refine the edge slightly. So we're just going to smooth that out by about 5, and I think we'll take the feathering up to about 3 pixels. Now if I just want to see how that's affecting the image, I can click the red mask just to check on our edges there, and they look pretty good, so I'm just going to click OK and apply that. Now rather than just delete out the background, what I'm going to do is just create a adjustment layers mask. So if I go up to my adjustment layers, choose levels, and I'm not going to make any adjustments, just click OK, and we can see there that we've got our layer mask which has the background area there selected. Now because I want to actually mask that area out, make sure that I've got that mask selected, go Control I, and that'll just invert the mask, which means that if I make any adjustments once I've clipped that onto the background copy layer, it'll show through any background information. And that'll become apparent in a minute. So now to actually clip that to the background copy layer, I need to left click and drag and drop that between the background layer and the background copy layer. Then if I just hover my mouse just in between the background copy and the levels layer, hold down Alt and we'll see the cursor changing, and just left click and that'll actually clip that onto the background copy layer. Now what I can do is I can place in the new background layer behind that image, and that mask will actually show any background information through. So open up background.jpg from the CD. This has already been converted into autumnal colours, and you can see how to do that in the Add Autumn Colour to Any Scene video tutorial and magazine tutorial. So we're just going to copy this, so go Control or Apple A, Control or Apple C to copy it, then click back into our picture, and all we need to do is make sure we've clicked on our background layer first, go Control or Apple V, and we're pasting that directly into the scene. And we can see at the moment it's a little bit smaller than the area we actually want it to cover. So I'm going to go Control or Apple minus just to zoom out. Make sure that I've got my move tool selected. I just want to move that into position. Then grab hold of the bottom right hand corner, and I'm just going to increase the size of that sky area. Now if you're using Photoshop, then you'll have to hold down Shift to constrain the proportions. If you're on Elements, just make sure you've got the constrain proportions radio button ticked, and then you won't have to worry about holding down Shift. So we've just resized that, click our green arrow, and that'll apply that rescaling to our background image. Now we can just move that around and into position, find an area which doesn't have any trees growing out of our head or shoulders, and if we're happy with that, then we can just leave it there. Now because we've scaled it, we've introduced a little bit of artifacting, so if I zoom in we can actually see it doesn't look too bad, but what we want to do is just blur it out so it really sort of fades in and looks like the real background. So we're actually giving it that extra sort of depth of field. So if we go up to Filter, down to Blur and Gaussian Blur, and I'm just going to take the radius up to about 6 pixels. Just see what it looked like before and after, and if we're happy, which I'm happy with that, we'll just click OK to apply that to the image. Now I can zoom out and see how the new background looks compared with the old one, and I think that looks pretty good. So just zoom back in. Now one problem that you might come across is the slight haloing going along around the outer edges, down the trunk of the tree and also around the model themselves. And basically, to get rid of that, you can just use your black or white brush. So if I select my brush, click onto the levels layer and zoom right into the image. I'm just going to take the opacity down to about 50%, and using quite a small brush, go quite close to wherever there's any of this haloing, and then I can use that just to start removing some of the halo. And the smaller and the harder brush that you use, you want slight feathering on the brush, but not too much, and you can actually go around and just clean up the mask so that you get a nice transition between the trunk, the model and the new background. So what I'll do is I'll leave you there just to get on with that and just make those adjustments to the background and also clear up any haloing that you've got because of the masking and the cutout. And I'll join you in the next part where we start to add some leaves and also make some adjustments to the hue and saturation of the tree trunks themselves.